So please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Zakir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Salam Alaikum. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to switch to English. When I first arrived in Bangladesh 2.5 years ago, I started learning a little bit of Bangla. But since nobody understood me, I decided that probably I'd do better by sticking to English. First of all, I would just say I've listed here as the guest of honor, but in fact I think that should be the reverse. I'm honored to be here today. Thank you very much. And I'm delighted to see the launch of this project. This project was one of the very first that we approved in BFPB in the Challenge Fund. And I still remember the day we signed the agreement in the dead offices. And a great idea, great concept. And I also want to commend Zakir Hussain and his team for the energy they've shown and the way they've used what they developed as an initial idea and to broaden it out to help the whole sector. And I'm delighted to see all these gentlemen wearing their white t-shirts, and I'm sure once things get going you'll be very busy and you'll have a lot of work to do. I was just thinking when Zakir was talking, when I was a young man, and you know, probably I'm amazed I still remember that, we used to do a lot of do-it-yourself. You know, we had to fix everything ourselves because, first of all, when I was young, I was even poorer than I am now, and we couldn't afford to hire people to do things. So if my car broke down, I had to take the engine apart myself and hope that I got all the pieces back together again. If my tap started leaking, I had to go and find the parts and hope that I got the right size. But these days, everything is much more technical. Everything is, and everything needs to be done quickly. We're a very fast society now. We can't say, well, I'll fix it tomorrow, or I'll have electricity next week. We have to do things quickly. And the other thing, a lot of people are almost scared of the areas we're involved in. When electricity goes off, it's like somebody, and literally you say turn out the light, and it's turned out the whole life has stopped until you get electricity back again. And Zakir was saying, well, you know, at midnight the sun is going to be available, but the sun is going to be available at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I think that's a great idea. But beyond that, I love the way that we brought in the financial aspects to the project, because we're trying to, as part of our project, our overall business finance for the poor project, we're trying to get the banks particularly to become more involved in different sectors and different sizes of organizations in Bangladesh. And our main aim is the micro and small enterprises. And I think this will actually induce banks like UCBL and so on to actually take a view and realize that this sector can be very profitable. And you don't need collateral. Collateral, I think, is the weak showing that you're saying we don't actually trust you to pay us back, so we'll take collateral. Whereas if you get to know your customer, your client, everybody has a partnership and they work together. And in fact, throughout the world now, the greater responses and repayment rates are for small businesses because it's the livelihood and it's the reputation of the person that is more at stake than if you're a big company. So I commend again Bled for having broadened out this aspect and developed this project which will help you all. I must try and learn a few bits of Bangla, so when I have problems in the middle of night, I can also go on the website and call one of you, because I do get frantic when my water stops working or my electricity goes out or anything happens. And I wish you very, very good luck. And again, Zakir, thank you very much for the energy you brought into this. I'm delighted to see a project launching. It's very exciting when you've been involved in it for, let's say, a year and a half, and it's actually coming to fruition. Fantastic. So congratulations, and thank you all very much for coming this evening. I wish you a very pleasant evening, and hope to see you again soon. I feel very embarrassed because I have to rush off. I'm actually giving another presentation at 8 o'clock in Gulshan, so, and since we have lovely traffic in Dhaka, as you all know, I've actually got to make a rush for it. But another time, I hope, as we have the anniversary of the launch, we'll be able to meet again and see how everything's going. So thank you very much again for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think you have covered everything. I like to আপনাদের উদ্দেশ্যে একটু আমি বলি উনি যা বলছেন লেট মি টেক দি অপরচুনিটি ট্রান্সলেট আপনাদের আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে উনি এসে অত্যন্ত সম্মানিত বোধ করেছেন এবং আপনাদের এই যে ড্রেস দেখে আপনাদের এই আজকের যেই উপস্থিতি দেখে উনি অত্যন্ত আশাবাদী এবং ব্লেডের আইডিয়াটা উনি বলেছে এটা একটা বেশ বিগ আইডিয়া এবং এটা খুব ভালো হবে এবং একটা জিনিস উনি বলেছেন যে ওই দ্রুত যে সার্ভিস দেওয়ার বিষয়টা এটা আসলে খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট এবং এটা এই ক্ষেত্রে আপনাদের যে মানে আপনাদের যে উপস্থিতি এই যে দ্রুত সার্ভিস দেওয়ার বিষয়টা এটা আসলে সবার জন্য একটু উপকার হবে। সবশেষে উনি যেটা বলেছেন আমি যদি ভুল শুনে না থাকি যে আপনারা কিন্তু আসলে যারা ক্ষুদ্র লোন নেবেন না বা আপনার হয়তো আগেও দু একজন নিয়েছেন আপনারা কিন্তু যখন ফেরত দেন ফেরতের প্রশ্নে কিন্তু আপনারা অনেক বড় বড়োয়ারের থেকে অনেক ভালো। তা আমার মনে হয় যে এই কথাটা আপনাদের মনে রাখতে হবে যে আপনাদের ব্যক্তিগত ইমেজটা খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট। তো আমি এখন এই পর্যায়ে আমি আজকের আমাদের